Hey, Citizen Media News, Roger Farina. We are here at RNC Convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
That's right.
And I just ran into John Solomon. We've done some interviews at CPAC,
Right, of
with
course.
Indivisible with John Stubbins. So,
Yeah.
How's convention going for you?
Good, been busy. Obviously started with a bang on Saturday night. We were just getting in when all that happened. But fortunately, the president is well, and I think the country is once again reminded of the dangers of division and the hatred that the Democrats have really run on for 2 years. They're not running on policies, they're running on hatred, and I think they got to see what that hatred ultimately breeds on Saturday night.
Yeah. The thing you're renowned for is exclusives.
Yeah.
So give me an exclusive. Come on.
I have a couple next week.
Come on.
Well, yeah, I don't have them right this moment. And I don't want to get ahead of the evidence, but next week we're going to break a very big January 6th story. It's going. If you remember the videotape we got a couple weeks ago with Nancy Pelosi saying we're responsible, we're going to describe what she meant. We have the documents of why she felt she was responsible the first time. Chairman Loudermilk in Georgia got those from Congress, and we're going to make them public next week. I think a lot of people will be impressed when they see what that is.
Gotcha. What's your website and stuff like that?
JustTheNews.com.
JustTheNews.com.
Yeah, that's an easy one to remember. And if you want to do anything on social media, it's J. Solomon Reports on all platforms. Truth everywhere.
What at a convention so far? What's been the most exciting thing so far for you?
You know what? You can usually tell by walking around on the first day the mood and the sentiments and the unity of a party. In the Democratic Convention a few weeks from now, people are going to be walking with their heads down. They're going to be divided. They're going to be saying, "We wish we didn't do Joe Biden." There's not an ounce of that here. The level of unity, the level of synchronicity around the platform, the fact that there are real people on stage, not elitists here, everyday Americans on stage. It's going to be very different than any convention I've covered since 1988, which was my first convention as a reporter. Unity
I was
and
just graduating
energy.
high school. No, I was just. Yeah,
I just got out of college. Yeah.
So tell me, in John Solomon's view of JD Vance.
He is a Marine. He's a man.
Exactly.
The first Marine to be nominated as a vice president. He is a man who understands the middle of America and the working class and what the working class has endured, not only the last 4 years, but quite frankly, the last 40 years. He understands the drug crisis and the opioid crisis. He understands that every year, no matter what raise a working man and a working woman gets, they have less to spend because the inflated economy has taken more from them. And I think you'll be able to talk to young people that maybe an older candidate you won't have the same connection to just because of age and similarity of experience. And when you talk to people around President Trump, the polling showed he made a difference in places like Michigan and Pennsylvania, which are fairly important to the path of the presidency. So I think he brings all that in there. He's a wonderful speaker. I don't know how Kamala Harris will debate him. It's going to be very difficult for her. She's not a strong debater. And so I think that those will be things that people will get to see in real time over the next few weeks.
Talk about the border. You have anything on the border?
I do. I mean, every day we see another crime that's been committed, a murder, a rape. Democrats will tell us next week or next month that they're the party for women. But not for those women who've been raped, not for those women who've been killed, not for those young girls, not for the young girls who feel uncomfortable going into the locker room after a sports game because there may be a biological male in there and they can't do anything about it. Not for the athletes who think that Title IX, which was one of their greatest champion moments, is now being stolen from them. The border has been one of the cruelest instruments against women in America. They've been among the most disproportionate victims of the crimes of these thugs when they come in here. Not all the people that come in are thugs. They're all here illegally, but those who come in and are trying to commit crimes, they disproportionately targeting women. And I think any person that looks at it honestly realizes that this is Joe Biden's secret war on women. And I think that doesn't get talked enough about in the media.
So we're looking forward to your exclusive on January 6th.
Next week, I think next Monday or Tuesday.
Have a great convention, and thanks for spending time with me.
God bless you.
This is Roger Farina, Citizen Media News, and Indivisible with John Stubbins on location at RNC Convention in Milwaukee. Take care.